Hello everyone, it's Carl here from Games, Brains and Headbang Life with day 20 of the lockdown list. And also the last day of our Easter horror movie recommendations. It's been a struggle coming to today and deciding, okay, what's the last one going to be done? I really struggled to find one that was worth mentioning or actually available in this country. As we said at the start of this little Easter section on Good Friday just gone, they're just not readily available. There are plenty out there, but they're just either super low budget, super indie, that getting them in this country, in the UK, legally is very, very... In fact, even illegally, some of them are nigh on impossible. But of course, I would not dare suggest you do it that way. And that's certainly what these videos are not about. We are giving you recommendations based off streaming services, either Netflix, Amazon, Shudder, sometimes YouTube. We haven't really covered anything beyond that at this stage, kind of trying to stick to the more traditional streaming services that people either have or would be willing to pay. In the case of Netflix and Amazon Prime, people tend to have either or both, and with Shudder you get like a free 7-day trial and it's only like $5.99 or $4.99 extra a month, I can't quite remember, if you wanted to try it out. And it is Prime that we go to for this last Easter recommendation. And this is a stretch for an Easter horror, basically. Purely because there's nothing Easter themed in it. It's more because it's a bunny rabbit, which I guess obviously has Easter relations anyway. It's called Bunnyman, released in 2011. The first of many, many Bunnyman movies. I think there's 4 or 5 sequels at this stage. I've not actually seen any of the sequels yet, only this one. And the first one, it's actually not bad. You're probably expecting something pretty terrible, and that's not actually the case. It's a slasher movie and a bit of a parody of things like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It certainly borrows heavily from those types of movies, that type of movie, and some others as well, while having its own spin thanks to the killer being dressed in a giant rabbit suit. It doesn't hang about either. Almost immediately from the start, you kind of just get off and rolling. Here's our cast of nonsense-speaking, bland-ass victims. Here's our killer in his bunny rabbit outfit. He hunts them, and along the way, we get lots of adventures and death and stuff like that. It's a decent movie. Considering what you might expect from it, it's pretty decent and short enough to be entertaining. The real draw is the killer. I don't want to spoil anything about what he looks like underneath the outfit, but it certainly explains a lot of why you might go around wearing a bunny outfit. So there's that. The parody stuff, the sort of tongue-in-cheek poking at famous horror movies from the past, particularly, as we said, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it works perfectly fine. It's certainly not original, it's not that clever, but in the context of the film, it works. Perhaps, though, what most will probably feel about this movie when you watch it, and what I felt, was that it needed to up the gore and the violence. It's got plenty of it, but considering the tone, considering the fact it's got a killer in a bunny rabbit outfit using a chainsaw and things like that, it really should have been balls out gory. It's not that it's not. Maybe you know, years and years of watching horror, my bloodthirst has become too strong, whereas others who don't watch horror often might find this to be incredibly violent and gory. I just wanted a bit more of that, but it's still got plenty of it, so it's not like a major complaint. You're not getting a classic here. That's the thing. You're not going to sit there and be like, oh my god, Bunnyman is up there alongside the slasher greats of Halloween and Scream and Friday the 13th and so on. No, not even close. But for a killer dressed in a giant rabbit suit that has vague Easter relations thanks to that, you'll be entertained. And if you've got Amazon Prime, it's free to watch, plus all its sequels if you want to follow that path. That is entirely up to you. Anyway, if you do check it out, let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?